Can you believe the day has come when famous cartoon characters tear through the screen and step into real life? This isn't cosplay, it's not deepfake. These are real people walking among us who look exactly like animated legends, from their eyes and hair to the tiniest gestures. From Elsa appearing in the middle of a snowy forest to Little Boo, the most adorable Pixar kid, calling Mike Wazowski on TikTok. They don't need costumes, because life itself has created these perfect, unbelievable copies. So hit that follow button and get ready to dive into the list of 50 real people who look exactly like iconic cartoon characters. ***, no, you're not dreaming. This is real. Anyone who's seen The Simpsons surely remembers Ned Flanders, with his round glasses, thick mustache, and the iconic "Okily Dokily" smile. But few know that in real life, there's a man named George McConnell from Ohio, a devoted churchgoer who always wears green turtleneck sweaters, round glasses, and even greets people so politely that folks swear they're watching a cartoon. The internet has dubbed him the real-life Ned Flanders, and when you see the photo of him standing in front of a church, striking the same pose as Ned, you'll totally get why. The tiny but fierce fashion designer from The Incredibles with her razor-sharp voice, straight bob haircut, and oversized glasses seemed like an impossible character to resemble. But the internet exploded when fans realized that veteran actress Linda Hunt, known for her role in NCIS Los Angeles, looks exactly like Edna Mode. From the hairstyle to the attitude, and even the cold, slightly haughty tone of voice, people unanimously agreed, Edna is real, and she's Linda Hunt. The sea witch with her curvy figure, spiky white hair, and commanding voice is the ultimate mix of glamour and menace. And the drag queen world went wild when Maya Siren, inspired by the original muse of Ursula, drag icon Divine, Paris Glenn Milstead, brought her to life. Wearing a sleek black gown, fierce eyeshadow, and a booming laugh, Maya truly revived the spirit of Ursula, casting silent awe and then thunderous applause across the stage. Split-colored hair, sinister stare, and a fashion sense that screams chaos, Cruella is the ultimate stylish villain. In real life, French designer Delphine Moreau made Jaws drop at Paris Fashion Week with half-black, half-white hair, faux fur, red heels, and eyeliner sharp as knives. "Cruella is my muse," she declared, and headlines crowned her the real-life Cruella of haute couture. The short, balding king with the long beard and charming temper tantrums in Cinderella always warmed viewers' hearts. So when actor Frank Delaney appeared at a theater show in New York, round-faced, booming voice, and a habit of roaring with emotion when speaking of love, audiences gasped, "It's the real-life king from Cinderella." Even the director admitted, "I've never seen anyone mirror a cartoon character so perfectly." The clumsy but sweet-hearted chef from Ratatouille melted hearts with his mop of curly red hair and lanky limbs. And in New York, a young chef named Luca Garibaldi, tall, red curls, awkward gait, had diners convinced linguine had stepped right out of the screen. Even more uncanny, Luca once nearly got fired for spilling soup, just like in the movie. The white-haired, glasses-wearing lady who's always seen with Sylvester the cat and Tweety Bird is a nostalgic part of many childhoods. And if you thought Granny was only a cartoon, meet Mildred Thompson, an elderly woman from Kansas, famous for always carrying her cat, wearing floral dresses, and round glasses, like she's permanently cosplaying. The internet dubbed her the real-life Granny, and she even starred in a parody YouTube video with over 5 million views. With his chubby frame, double chin, and slow, mumbling speech, Peter Griffin seems impossible to cosplay until Robert Franz showed up. A Chicago office worker, Robert has Peter's face to a scary degree: green pants, white shirt, round glasses, and yes, a bit of a belly. He even posted a video titled, "I'm the Real Peter," with thousands of comments begging him to voice the next Family Guy season. With piercing eyes, a black mane, and a scar slashed across his left eye, Scar is one of the most iconic Disney villains. So fans lost it when DJ Khaled's Halloween costume surfaced. That raised brow, that proud tilt of the head, that intense stare, everyone agreed, Scar had come to life. The lonely bell ringer from the Hunchback of Notre Dame is the symbol of inner beauty. At a cosplay fair in France, a man named Henri, kind-hearted, slightly hunchbacked, who works on church bells and lives in an attic near an old cathedral, touched everyone's heart. His gentle voice and warm eyes moved people to tears. For once, Quasimodo wasn't just a cartoon, he was real, alive, and among us. The round head, the thick mustache, and the grumpy eyes. Mr. Potato Head might be the most recognizable character from Toy Story. And surprise! Steve Raglan, a truck driver from Arizona, became accidentally famous because his face looks like it was copy-pasted straight from the animated Spud. Whenever Steve strolls around wearing his fedora and sunglasses, kids in the neighborhood scream, "Mom, it's Mr. Potato Head." And Steve? He just smiles and says, "It's showtime." The one-eyed, purple-haired, tough-as-nails woman from Futurama became a new kind of feminist icon. Sure, the single eye is animated fiction, but a Swedish cosplayer named Linnea brought Leela to life with shocking realism. Tall figure, high ponytail dyed purple, and that same cool, confident aura. When she stepped onto the stage at Comic-Con 2019, the audience erupted in applause. No one expected Leela to come alive so perfectly. Tarzan, muscular, wild-haired, and pure-hearted in the jungle, was once the dream man of millions. And if you've ever seen early photos of Australian model Travis Fimmel before he got famous, you'd be stunned. His sculpted body, deep eyes, and the way he posed in nature, it's as if Tarzan just stepped out of the jungle, calling for Jane in real life. With a bright orange tracksuit, bowl-cut hair, and oversized glasses, Vector is the most adorably annoying villain in Despicable Me. Then came TikToker @TheralVecto. With over 2 million followers, he looks exactly like Vector down to every detail. Fans have nicknamed him Real-Life Vector, and his dancing clips in full orange gear rack up millions of views for being just too accurate. Who could forget the lovable ogre with green skin, pointy ears, and a gruff but sweet heart? One day, social media exploded when a photo of a Scottish man named Fergus went viral. He had the same large build, ears, thanks to prosthetics, and even wore Shrek's trademark vest. With his sun-kissed skin and warm grin, Fergus didn't just resemble Shrek, he made people feel like they were reuniting with an old friend. The long face, beady eyes, hand-rubbing gesture, and sinister grin, Mr. Burns is the ultimate, chilling but mesmerizing, boss in The Simpsons. Shockingly, a retired economics professor from Boston named Arthur P. Lewis became internet famous after a photo of him speaking at a finance seminar went viral with the caption, "Excellent." Burns' classic catchphrase. The short, grumpy boss from the Jetsons, Mr. Spacely, was a symbol of office chaos in the 80s. Unbelievably, a real-life version appeared in Brooklyn. Louis Castellano, a print shop owner, short, bald, always in a red tie, constantly yelling at staff for printing the wrong colors. Locals call him the Spacely of old-school tech, and someone even made a meme mashing his face onto Mr. Spacely's body. You can't tell the difference. Overconfident, wild-haired, with a thick mustache and a knack for overacting, Mr. Satan, aka Hercule, from Dragon Ball is always good for a laugh. Enter El Rudo, a wrestler from Mexico, with curly hair, a thick mustache, and a habit of flexing and showing off on camera. In a viral video, El Rudo yelled, "I'm the #1 champion on this planet," instantly prompting fans to scream, "That's Mr. Satan." Since then, he's embraced the nickname, Satan Loco, in the ring. Long, flowing black hair, deep eyes, and a spirit that feels like the wind, Pocahontas is more than a Disney princess. She's a feminine icon of her era. So when fans discovered Aita Running Water, a Cherokee artist from Arizona, with strikingly similar looks and presence, the internet exploded. She performs tribal dances in a flowing blue dress, making people gasp, "Pocahontas is alive." The slow-moving, sweet-natured sloth from Zootopia made audiences roar with laughter, especially during his 5-second blinks. In real life, a viral TikTok video revealed Josh, a cashier from Texas, with sleepy eyes, ultra-slow replies, and a deep, drawn-out voice. The internet went wild. It's Flash in real life. Even better, Josh leaned into the fame, dressed as Flash for Halloween, and gave interviews at sloth speed. When the Beast turns into Prince Adam, his dreamy eyes, golden hair, and classic romantic look melt hearts. French model Gabriel Lafontaine went viral on Instagram for his wavy blonde hair, timeless features, and soulful stare. He looks just like Prince Adam. The twist? He used to work as a Disney park performer. His first role? Prince Adam. Coincidence or destiny? In Shrek, this arrogant, pretty boy prince is a hilarious jab at fairy tale tropes. But in real life, influencer Kyle Brighton, known for his golden curls, cleft chin, and flamboyant vibe, was crowned the real-life Prince Charming. In one viral clip, he pretends to fall off a horse, loses a fake eyelash, and says, "One look in the mirror is all I need to feel alive." Charming, indeed. With her fiery red hair, jaw-dropping curves, and seductive aura, Jessica Rabbit remains animation's ultimate sex symbol. Then came Raquel Love, a burlesque performer in Las Vegas, who stunned the world with her resemblance, half-lidded eyes, crimson lips, and killer curves. She once cosplayed Jessica at a party, silencing the entire room for 5 full seconds. One guest wrote, "If Jessica Rabbit were real, this would be her, in flesh and dangerously fabulous." Who doesn't love grumpy yet lovable old Carl from Up, with his giant glasses, gray hair, and heart full of love? Fans were stunned to meet Walter Glass, a retired photographer from Seattle, with Carl's square face, big glasses, and a backpack always containing photos of his late wife. When he told his love story at a book fair, people teared up, because it wasn't just Carl's look, it was his spirit too. Next to Carl is Russell, the chubby, cheerful scout always ready to help. Enter Oliver Nguyen, an 8-year-old Vietnamese-American boy from California who looks exactly like Russell, from his big round eyes and beaming smile to his scout uniform. After helping an elderly man cross the street in a viral video, Oliver was dubbed the new Russell, with headlines like, "Pixar must have seen him before making the movie." With her raspy voice, brown hair, oversized glasses, and ultra-dramatic reactions, Linda is the heart and soul of Bob's Burgers. In real life, a homemaker named Marla Jenkins from Ohio blew up on TikTok for her hilarious lip syncs, big glasses, and wildly extra personality. Her dramatic, boob, calls to her husband are so spot on. Fans cried, "I thought Linda was just a cartoon, until I saw this woman." The boy who owns Woody and Buzz, Andy, is etched into the memory of every 80s and 90s kid. In 2022, TikToker Dean Myers shocked the internet by posting childhood photos that matched Andy's animated look perfectly. Brown hair, bright eyes, rosy cheeks, and that innocent charm. Toy Story fans lost it. Andy is real. Dean later cosplayed Andy with his Woody figure, saying, "Toy Story was literally my childhood, no kidding." Platinum blonde hair, icy stare, and a voice that echoes through mountaintops, Elsa is an irreplaceable Disney icon. The internet lost its mind when it discovered Annika Storm, an amateur singer from Sweden with long white blonde hair, porcelain skin, and a frosty attitude, who once covered Let It Go with a voice so powerful it felt straight out of a movie. One photo of her standing in the snow, wearing a sparkling blue gown and gazing into the distance, had hundreds of thousands commenting, "Let it go, but don't let her leave." Chubby, loud-mouthed, and endlessly rude, Cartman is the ultimate troublemaker in South Park. And yet, a real-life kid named Tommy Jensen from Michigan went viral for looking and sounding exactly like him. He's round, has a Cartman-style voice, and bosses his friends around with made-up rules. He once dressed up as Cartman for Halloween, screamed, "Respect my authority," and the whole school gave him a standing ovation like it was a live episode. Brown hair, round glasses, and the most ignored character in Family Guy, Meg is always forgotten by her family. In real life, college student Erica Bloom became famous on YouTube because her brother constantly trolls her. From her hairstyle to her timid voice, the resemblance is uncanny. Even funnier, Erica fully embraced it and started cosplaying Meg in parody videos. Her "A Day in the Life of Meg Griffin" clip hit over 3 million views. The internet agreed. Real-life Meg is 10x funnier than the cartoon one. Chubby, kind-hearted, and a little fussy, Merryweather is everyone's favorite fairy godmother. And you won't believe it until you see Thelma Ray, a 78-year-old Florida grandma who wears blue dresses, pointy handmade hats, and hands out cookies in her neighborhood. Locals call her the real-life fairy because she's sweet, magical, and always has charming advice to sprinkle around like fairy dust. She once entered a costume contest and won as real-life Disney character. If you're thinking of a soft-spoken black character with a mellow voice and dry humor, it's got to be Cleveland. And in real life, that's Terrence T.J. Holmes, a library assistant from New Jersey. With neat curly hair, a whisper-like voice, and his famously slow walk, everyone compares him to Cleveland Brown. Once, when asked about it, he quietly said, "I'm good. I just like quiet things." Social media branded him instantly, Cleveland from the real world. Fiery curls, fierce eyes, and archer energy, Merida is Disney's face of rebellion and independence. In real life, fans flipped out when they discovered Bonnie McLaren, a 19-year-old Scottish girl with blazing red hair, killer archery skills, and major attitude. When she posted a video shooting arrows in the fog wearing traditional tartan, comments flooded in, "Forget animation, just film Bonnie." One fan even posted a side-by-side comparison and swore, "There's no difference at all." Big eyes, thick glasses, blue hair, and awkward vibes, Milhouse is Bart's adorably clueless sidekick. At a book fair in Oregon, a 12-year-old named Ethan showed up with slicked hair, round glasses, and a confused expression, and everyone lost it. He clutched his backpack, followed his friend around, and even asked, "Why is everyone staring at me?" The crowd simply pointed to a Milhouse poster nearby and said, "Because that's literally you." Sharp chin, sinister eyes, black and red robes, and a snake staff, Jafar is the ultimate animated villain. And who would dare bring him to life? Meet Omar Talib, a Lebanese magician with a tall frame, chiseled face, thick brows, and a hypnotic stare. When he performed on a Paris stage with a snake-topped cane, the audience gasped, "Jafar is real." A TikTok of that moment racked up over 15 million views in just 3 days. In stark contrast to Jafar is Aladdin, the street smart guy with kind eyes, tousled hair, and a half-open purple vest. In Morocco, street performer Karim Aziz became famous not just for looking exactly like Aladdin, but also for his vagabond lifestyle and oud-playing charm. He once said, "I'm not rich like Aladdin after the lamp, but I believe in magic that comes from kindness," and fans melted on the spot. Golden hair, blue eyes, and that classic explorer look, John Smith from Pocahontas was the dreamy adventurer of his time. Then came Thomas Cooper, a tour guide from Australia, who stunned tourists with his long blonde hair, tall frame, and a smile straight out of a Disney sketch. One female tourist joked, "If you said you discovered the new world, I'd believe you." And just like that, the clip, "John Smith Gives Tours in Oz," became an online hit. With gravity-defying hair, rock-hard abs, and that tight black tee, Johnny Bravo is the ultimate animated himbo. And in real life? Blake Torres, a fitness coach from Florida, posted a mirror video of himself flipping his hair, striking a pose, and saying, "Hey there, pretty mama," sending fans into a frenzy. With bleached vertical hair, a carved physique, and that signature look of vain perfection, Blake was dubbed Johnny Bravo fresh out of the gym. Green suit covered in question marks, a genius mind, and a sinister grin, the Riddler is one of Batman's most puzzling villains. At a Las Vegas comic convention, fashion designer Maximilian Gray turned heads with his eccentric style, slicked hair, green glasses, and cryptic riddles posted online. When he stepped on stage for the cosplay contest and posed a riddle, the entire room applauded and someone shouted, "You're not just playing Riddler, you are the Riddler." The quiet janitor with scruffy facial hair and a habit of reading newspapers in the bathroom, Scruffy is Futurama's unsung hero. In real life, Larry, an elevator maintenance guy in Boston, is his perfect match. Messy hair, always holding a paper, speaks in short, slow sentences, and somehow always appears right when the elevator breaks down. His co-workers nicknamed him real-life Scruffy because he rarely says more than 5 words. His catchphrase? "I'll handle it," exactly like the show. That messy hair, purple hoodie, and brilliant mind, Hiro stole hearts as the tech whiz in Big Hero 6. And now, meet Sora Aki, a 15-year-old Japanese-American prodigy who not only looks like Hiro but stunned YouTube with a mini trash bot he designed himself. When Sora took the stage at a science fair in a purple hoodie and red sneakers, the audience could only whisper, "Hiro's not animated anymore, he's here." With her fiery red-orange hair, curious eyes, and love for nature, Mary Catherine is the forest princess of the modern era. And during a rainforest conservation campaign, a young biologist named Clara Johnson went viral. With hazel curls, bright eyes, and rosy cheeks, she looked just like Mary Catherine, and even dressed the part. A photo of her standing in the jungle holding a biology map was shared over 100,000 times with the caption, "Animation turned real." Messy hair, a scrappy jacket, and that lovable, raised by boxes, charm, Eggs is the ultimate trash can hero. And in the heart of London's street artist district, photographer Milo Hayes has earned that title in real life. With frizzy hair, worn-out clothes, and a passion for fixing broken speakers with recycled scraps, people call him real-life Eggs because of both his appearance and his boxy lifestyle. Hola, soy Dora. That one line instantly brings back childhood. And when 5-year-old Camila Hernandez from Colombia appeared on TikTok, with a bob haircut, pink shirt, purple backpack, and fluent bilingual skills, the internet went wild. She teaches English-Spanish phrases just like the cartoon, prompting fans to shout, "If there's ever a live-action Dora, it has to be Camila." Pigtails, pink shirt, and those sparkly eyes, Boo is the ultimate character of the 2000s. Enter Lily Song, a 3-year-old girl who went viral after her mom uploaded a video of her calling Mike Wazowski with a baby voice. With her round face, shy smile, and expressive eyes, viewers melted instantly. The clip hit 20 million views in 48 hours, and the top comment was, "Pixar, did you see this kid?" Long black curls, hypnotic eyes, and a voice that drips with sweet but sinister, Mother Gothel is the fairy tale villain we love to hate. And Broadway veteran Clarissa Duvall sent chills down spines during a rehearsal for The Mirror, playing a controlling mother character. Every step, every glare, and especially the whispery line, "Mother knows best," felt so hauntingly real. The audience didn't need wigs or CGI to believe Gothel had come to life. A clip of her performance went viral on Twitter with the caption, "Who needs animation when this exists?" Your childhood might be tucked away in a cartoon episode, but the most magical part? Sometimes, that childhood isn't just a memory, it's walking around in real life, wearing the face of someone who looks exactly like the character you once adored. So next time, if you spot someone laughing like Meg Griffin, holding a book like Milhouse, or even singing, "Let It Go," with a voice just like Elsa's, don't be surprised. Because who knows, maybe you're already living in a cartoon world, and just haven't realized it yet.